LA cops, well, they decide to shoot a man who did, threw a paintbrush at them. Here it is.
You better stop. You better stop right now. Stop. Stop right now. Stop right now. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that right now. Drop that. Hey, go inside. Go inside. Go inside. All of you go inside. Nope.
Hey, go inside. Go inside. How ridiculous is this? With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Put up the picture full mask. The police shoot him after he threw a paint roller. Not real specific in the aim either, okay? It's not as if this paint roller was going to create some kind of significant damage. It had already been thrown. That literally means that the man is no longer armed. You understand? He is no longer, the thing they told him to put down, he no longer has. So they decide to shoot him. They have multiple non-lethal remedies at their disposal. No. Let's not use any of those, fellas. Let's just go ahead and shoot him because he was at least at one point armed with a paint roller. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department released body camera footage showing the point of view of a deputy who decided to shoot a man who threw a paint roller at him. The shooting happened at about 1:25 a.m. after a pair of deputies arrived at a person's home around the 600 block of Willow Avenue in LA. The lawyers for the man who deputies shot said their client, Isael Orellana, was experiencing a mental health crisis inside of his home. That is the reason for the call. The 911 calls accompanying the body camera footage. A neighbor said that he was getting violent while his wife said he hit her. When the pair of deputies arrived, the neighbor told them that he had damaged the property and fought a family member. However, deputies added that the neighbor became verbally combative with them. Eventually, deputies tried to detain Orellana, but he got away and picked up a paint roller from the ground, okay? Just picked up a random paint roller. They ordered him to drop the paint roller, but he did not comply. One deputy pulled out a can of pepper spray. Why did he pull out a can of pepper spray? Because it's a non-lethal situation, okay? So he pulls out a can of pepper spray while his partner decided to pull out his pistol and pointed at the man. The man threw the paint roller at the deputy wielding the pistol after getting pepper sprayed. The armed deputy decided to shoot 3 times, striking the man in the lower body. Paramedics arrived shortly after, took him to the hospital. He's going to live. Non-life-threatening injuries, but injured for sure. Other than the man deputy shot, no residents suffered any other injuries. The deputy who opened fire said his torso hurt after getting hit with the paintbrush. Poor thing. The lawyers for the real victim, the man who was shot 3 times, filed a lawsuit against the department for the wounds he has sustained. Put up the sheriff full mask here. Here we go again. Buck stops with you, right? Robert Luna, sheriff of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The department said the case is still being reviewed by the LA County DA's office and the Sheriff's Department Internal Affairs Bureau. We typically see what happens with those investigations. But can we be very clear here? They shot an unarmed man. Do you understand? He was unarmed and going in the other direction, not running after them, not running toward them, not trying to shoot them. He had no weapon. If you want to call a paint roller a weapon, go ahead. Fine. He didn't have it anymore. Now what you got? You shot him anyway. Your partner pulled out a non-lethal device called pepper spray because your partner is following the rules of escalation. It's not a life-threatening situation. The man got a damn paint roller. That's it. And you shoot him after because you're mad. You're upset. Your ego is bruised. How dare he throw something at me? I show him. Got a chip on your shoulder. You don't deserve to be a police officer. You don't. The man was experiencing a difficult night. You didn't have to put bullets in him. And the only reason he's alive has nothing to do with the officer wanting him to be alive. The officer wanted him dead. It's because, well, there's a grace that allows him to live today. But if the officer would have had his way, those 3 bullets would have put him down forever. Damn shame. Jordan, it's like we don't care about life as if somehow the life of another person has zero value to some of these cops.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The trigger happiness is horrifying here. Like you said, his partner had a non-lethal option. He had pepper spray. Sure, if you want to take this guy down in a non-lethal way, it's going to be painful for him, but he's acting bizarre. He's, like you said, he's not having a good night. He's got a paint roller, which, mind you, is like effectively cardboard wrapped in foam, like a fluffy foam. There's no potential harm or risk to these officers there other than maybe getting paint on their uniform. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that he shot several times, probably trying to kill. I mean, with LASD, wouldn't be surprising for them. So we're lucky he's alive, and I'm sure nothing will come of it because nothing happens to them.
Typically, that's correct. We will follow it anyway, hoping that justice will be served here. But we shall see how the civil case goes as well.